Good stuff, Maynard. Please tell me this is not the last one in the fridge. It is? Okay, is there some in the other fridge? Good, because we're going past last call. All right. We are live. Welcome back, everyone. J-Bone here for Smash This Podcast. Thank you for joining me so late. I don't know who we're going to have watching tonight. This may take a while for some people to come in here because it is Impact After Dark. We are Smash This Podcast After Dark. So let's talk about tonight's Impact Wrestling. We're getting a couple watchers in here now. It's nice to see. 2, 3, 4. Come on in. Have a seat. Relax. Crack a cold one with J-Bone. It's been a long day. We're almost at the weekend, folks. We're almost there. And speaking of the weekend, before we talk about Impact Wrestling, oh my goodness, who's coming to town? None other than who was in the main event this evening. Demon Rocks is in the chat. I am 2 for 2. You're 2 for 2? 2 for 2 in what? Please explain. But anyways, Mr. Tommy Dreamer is coming to Milwaukee land this weekend. In fact, by the time most of you see this, it's going to be tomorrow. Saturday, Blizzard Brawl / House of Hardcore is coming to town. I'm contemplating buying a last-minute ticket at the door. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I have not seen the size of my check yet. I missed a couple days last week. And I did not work the holiday, unfortunately. That really would have made up for it. So if I go, it's going to be a last-minute thing. But there's going to be some really cool matches there. Sami Callihan versus Willie Mack for the House of Hardcore Championship. Tommy Dreamer versus Abyss. Last House of Hardcore match ever. Some nostalgic history is going to be made in Milwaukee, folks. It's going to be fun. LAX is going to be there. Who else? Eugene! Eugene is going to be there. Big Cass. Lots of names. Al Snow. The head booker, David Hero's son, Cal Hero, is making his wrestling debut. He's 16. Wow. Gotta get roughed up this weekend. First Taya versus Testa, now LAX versus Lucha Bros. Yeah. Homecoming is really shaping up. Really shaping up. 2 for 2 as far as what you wanted or what you were predicting for Homecoming. I'm assuming that's what you mean. Yeah, I mean, we're getting an all-star lineup here. You know, you can't complain about that. We're getting Ultimate X. Those matches start next week. We're getting, where is it here? Ethan Page versus Matt Sydal for a chance to wrestle the Ultimate X match. I know Matt Sydal is probably going to win this one. I'm just thinking, you know. But I would love to see a guy like Ethan Page be in this match. I really would. I really would. Gail Kim gets the match she's been wanting to have in Impact. You know what? She got involved tonight. Um, in fact, let's start out by talking about that. We'll talk about the ladies first. Should we do the ladies first? We'll do the ladies first. Um, so Ray Lynn gets a match against Taya tonight. Decent match. A lot of tap outs tonight. A lot of tap outs, a lot of submissions. Very kind of interesting. Not knocking it, just interesting. Taya Valkyrie makes Raylan tap, and that's like a new finisher. She doesn't use that. What is it called? The Road to Valhalla, I believe. That's what it was called before. Where she, lifted him up and then slams him down on the mat in front of her. Kind of like a modified, I don't know what you call it. But anyways, a modified flapjack or something. I don't know. But no, now this is more like almost like a modified crossface in a sense. I don't know if they gave it a name or whatever, but that's Taya's new finisher, which is kind of cool because she's changing things up a little bit for herself. When she came back, she wanted it to be fresh and exciting, and that's fine. That's great. I think a lot of people like to do that when they've been gone for a while and change of life, whatever, that's great for her. She's doing the whole, she was doing more of a royalty thing. Now she's doing more the I'm crazy, not like Eddie Edwards crazy or Rosemary crazy or whatever. Just it's kind of a throwback for herself, what she started out with. We're a loca. Okay. That's what she's always been. So she's now just using that persona in Impact Wrestling. Makes Raylan tap out with this new finisher. Since 2016, she's been wanting to pass the torch match. Oh, okay. So Tessa comes in and attacks Taya after this match. Then Brandon Tully follows her down, getting in her face, and Tessa just drops Brandon Tully. Just big forearm smashed him. At least I think it was a forearm smash. But anyways, drops him and then proceeds to choke him until he's like purple. Looking bad. Like worse than what Daniel Bryan did to Justin Roberts. You remember that? He was all oh, classic. So yeah, Brandon's turning purple. Management steps in. You got Sanjay Dutt running down there. You got Scott D'Amore running down there. And then finally Gail Kim comes down and grabs Tessa and throws Tessa across the ring basically to get her off of Brandon Tully. And poor Brandon, geez, he's just having a rough end of 2018 with the women. He's that little pep talk with Scarlett Bordeaux really didn't do him any good. Do you think Johnny Impact will turn heel? We'll get to that. We're gonna talk about that. So yeah, and then Taya comes back across the ring because Tessa's just shocked, looking at Gail like, "What are you doing, laying your hands on me?" The look on her face was priceless, and So yeah, I would not be surprised if Gail Kim gets involved in this match at Homecoming. Maybe a special guest referee. Maybe. Just because I think a female, nothing against the guys, but obviously Tessa does not respect the male authority. So I think Gail Kim being a special guest referee slash enforcer, if you will, in this match, I would not be surprised if they make that official. Would not be surprised one bit. Let's talk about the other women's match right away, too. Jordan Grace gets another round with Katrina. And this, I think this was a longer match than the last one. Not significantly longer, but it was still impressive. I think there was a little more not so one-sided by Jordan Grace. A lot of back and forth with this one. Jordan Grace gets the win. Of course, she latches on that bear hug. That's just... I love the fact that she's using the bear hug. That's so old school. I just love it. What was I talking about? See, no, not yesterday, the day before. Oh, I was talking about Ring Warriors. The fact that Alex Chamberlain uses a DDT as a finisher. How awesome is that? Who is the last guy that used a DDT as a finisher? Okay, like I said, Dean Ambrose uses a modified DDT or whatever. Jake the Snake Roberts, of course, used one decades ago. The only other one that I can think of off the top of my head was Raven. But anyways, it's not used much. So whenever they use something like that that's been used so much but hasn't been used as a finisher in a long time, it's refreshing to see it again. You know? Let me know what you think about it. I dig it. I don't know what she uses on the indies at independent shows. I don't know if she uses the same thing. I've seen a few of her matches, but I can't remember what she uses. Look. KM and Falaba having a rough time down in Vegas. They're all bummed out. Then they try, they're like, we were so close. They're like, well, we're in Vegas. Let's win some money. Maybe that'll impress Scarlett Bordeaux. Maybe that'll help. 7 minutes later, they are crying. They are crying and sobbing and buying. Big ba tears running down Falaba's face. Oh, man. And Scarlett Bordeaux basically was like, wow, you guys have really hit a new low. Not impressing Miss Scarlett Bordeaux much anymore. Nope. They're going to have to go back to the old drawing board. Let's talk about the flashback was fun. They showed an Ultimate X match from a couple of years ago. I wanted to let you guys know I've been trying to decide, because it's like, okay, I get excited about something and then it's my ADD. And then, I get bored with the concept. I'm not excited about it anymore, and it goes by the wayside. So I've been trying to think of stuff with the GWN network to review as far as like classic Impact stuff. And hey, Andre's in the chat. What is up? I got a bunch of work done on my mouth today, and I was in so much pain. I went to bed and missed Impact. Oh no! Well, you're gonna get all the spoilers here, dude. So I hope you feel better, Andre. I hope you do. I know when you're getting stuff done from the dentist, that's no fun. So I hope you feel better, man. I hope they gave you some pain meds or something. Eat lots of ice cream. It's my best advice. There's nobody I'd rather hear. Cheers, Andre. Well, we just got done talking about all the ladies. The biggest thing coming out of there, Jordan Grace got her win, like I was saying. Tessa attacked Taya. Gail Kim got involved. I think she's going to get involved in the match for Homecoming. Would not be surprised. Special guest referee, enforcer, whatever, is a MILF. A MILF. Oh, Demon Rocks, you cracked me up. But yeah, the Ultimate X stuff. I've been looking at stuff to review, and I figure with Ultimate X coming up, I thought the most appropriate thing that I could talk about would be classic X Division stuff, classic Ultimate X stuff. And I did a quick look up. I know Wikipedia isn't all, it changes all the time. People add to it, people subtract from it. But I was looking at the Ultimate X page to see like how many Ultimate X matches there were. I'm like, wait, maybe I'll just review all the Ultimate X matches. That'd be kind of cool. Then I'm looking at the list. Oh my God, it's a mile long. It's a hell of a lot more than I thought there were. There's like 40 Ultimate X matches. I'm like, okay, I'm not doing that. Maybe I'll do like, I'll pick a handful of them. I'll look through them and I'll be like, hey, that looks like a good card of guys. I'll talk about them or something. I don't know. They also have a few documentaries on the UWM. Dear God. Gee, cut them off. It's the last call. Cut them off. The GWN channel. App, website, whatever. The Impact in 60s looks like they've got a bunch of those. They've got the classic DVD sets on there. I want to check those out. Showing some love for Andre. Oh yeah. Go check out Andre's channel. Go give him a sub. He's one of the main reasons I started doing this a long time ago. Him and Ray used to have a hell of a wrestling show. Big Ray. You guys need to hook that shit up again. You need to talk to him. You need to hook that up. Sorry, Andre. You'll have one soon enough. You will have one soon enough. I'll have a couple for you. Okay. But I hope you feel better soon, dude. Seriously. We get, and I'm just kind of jumping all over the place here. Oh, did you know that Schitt's Creek is starting up in January? Oh my God. I can't wait for Impact Wrestling to get off of Pop TV so we can stop hearing about Schitt's Creek. And I can stop competing with, all the Tom Cruise movies that they air after Impact Wrestling. What the hell? I'm good, but I'm not that good. I can't compete with Iceman versus Maverick. Apparently, Don Callis's favorite scene from the movie is when they're all naked and playing volleyball. What? Don Callis, is there something you need to tell us? Oh, I love Don Callis on commentary. Schitt's Creek is good. You know what? I can't knock it. It's the title, dude. I suppose I'll have to actually watch it. I've seen the commercials. The commercials are goofy as shit. I'll say that. But damn. It's what I competed with for weeks when they had their old time slot. Smash's Podcast versus Schitt's Creek. Think Don Callis is a Freemason. What the hell is a Freemason? I don't think I learned about that in school. Anyways, oh shit, what else? Okay. I do want to say this. My only criticism, and this is constructive, this is not shitting on the show, but sometimes you see matches in places and you want to switch shit around as a fan. I would not have put, okay, it was fun, don't get me wrong. They had a nice hardcore match and it was great. I'm talking about Tommy Dreamer versus Eli Drake. Eli Drake. I did it wrong, I'm sorry. He's a member of the Illuminati. Is that still a thing? Anyways. I didn't do good in that class in high school. Although I don't think they teach about the Freemasons and Illuminati in history. Anyways. Here we go. He's rambling again. He's rambling. Yeah, okay. Where was I? Oh, okay. I was going to say that the main event was fun, but I wouldn't have put that match in the main event. Okay? But I know, I'll say this, and I love Eli Drake, and I hear so many people, why isn't he in the main event? Why isn't he champ? Why? Yeah, okay. I get it. Eli Drake fans love it. Hey, ratings went up like crazy last week. Eli Drake took like all the credit. And then all of a sudden, a couple days later, Scarlett Bardora was like, smoke show, bitches. You can't take all the credit, Eli. Oh, hell no. Scarlett Bordeaux and the sexy pilgrim wench outfit with the see-through. Oh my god, that was crazy. Good stuff. Most crazy cosplay shit I ever seen. Yes, that's right. Listen to Andre. Smash that like button and smash that sub button. But yeah, I mean, the main event was fun. Eli Drake versus Tommy Dreamer was fun. Started out, Eli Drake left, count out. Management got in Josh's ear. That was actually kind of funny how they did that. They got in Josh's ear and they're like, okay, this match is going to restart and it's going to be no DQ. Eli Drake runs over and grabs Josh. What? Go to commercial. Comes back. And then it just gets fun. I mean, like I said, it was fun. It was crazy. Tommy Dreamer, classic. Pulls out the garbage can full of toys and, of course, garbage and trash. And I don't know what was all in there. Oh, box of donuts with like one donut left. Who doesn't finish off a box of donuts? That's like a crime. I'm a donut whore, okay? My wife brings home a box of donuts and I have to change my pants, okay? I get excited about donuts. Smash that like button if you like donuts. Oh my god. This one's almost empty. We got a ways to go. You gonna give me another one? You suck. This guy. Oh. Fans should get that. Favorite wrestlers be in a position of the potato. But if you want a successful roster, that's true. That's true. But it's healthy when you want you want your favorites on top. That's healthy. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you're understand that the product is doing well, which I think Impact is. All of 2018 has been a slow, just a slow burn of victory all year. Seriously. I mean, they had to deal with losing a few roster members, but the people they got in place were nothing to sneeze at. Okay, so if I didn't stick Eli Drake and Tommy Dreamer in the main event, I mean, I get why it was, and it was nice that they were, but I would have put the opening match in the main event. In fact, commentary even said that. They're like, wow, we're opening up with the main event. I'm paraphrasing, but they said something like that. One thing I want to quick address. Wish they had Krispy Kreme in Canada. What about Dunkin' Donuts? Dunkin' Donuts is good. Do you guys have Dunkin' Donuts? I've got a Dunkin' Donuts like 5 minutes from my house. Damn it, now I want donuts. Although donuts really does not go well after beer. Who cares? Tim Hortons. I keep hearing about Tim Hortons. They were bringing up Tim Hortons in the press pass. Ethan Page and Jordan Grace. They were talking about Tim Hortons versus Dunkin' Donuts. We don't have Tim Hortons around here, so I don't know. I can't say anything about it. Oh, but then Jordan Grace was like, oh, but Starbucks is the best. And Ethan Page was like, get the hell out of here with your Starbucks. It was a fun press pass. It was cool. So Eli Drake finishes up his mask. Dear God. Okay, maybe you shouldn't get me another beer. I'm tired. Finishes up his match. Goes backstage. And he sees balloons and a card and a letter. It's like, oh, happy birthday. No, it's not his birthday. Reads the letter, has this concerned look on his face. Storms off. Who's the letter from? Who's the letter from? I have an idea who it's from. Donuts are smaller and freaking bullshit. Hey, they didn't censor you. You said bullshit. They didn't censor you. I'll give you a pound, Andre. High five. I don't know. High five. Oh, it's so funny. Crazy. I think I read about, should I say it? I'm going to get in trouble. Do you know the storyline where they're like, Eli Drake's trying to like get away from all the hardcore stuff and stop the whole hardcore revolution? Someone's coming to Impact Wrestling. I won't say who it is. Somebody took a picture with someone backstage and put it on social media, and I heard that he's going to be part of the tapings. All I'm going to say, this will probably give it away, but all I'm going to say is he is a former champion. Okay? Now, that could cover everyone and anyone, but I'm just going to say he's a former champion. And I'll leave it at that. I could be wrong, but who I'm thinking is still going to show up at some point. All right. So what else we got here? A few more things. Actually, a lot. Oh, the Shady Acres thing was interesting. Yes, a former champion. Jericho. No, I'm talking about TNA Impact. Not like champion from like anywhere. No, trust me. If Jericho showed up at the tapings, that would have made headlines, dude. Okay? I don't see hardly anything about Impact spoilers anymore. You really have to look. Quit guessing Demon Rocks. I'm not going to tell you. I love you, man. I'm just messing with you. He's going to keep guessing. I know it. Gail Kim? No. Okay. Oh, shit. I'm just having too much fun. All right. So, Shady Acres. Eddie Edwards is in Shady Acres, and former champion, your hints are shit. Okay. I'll give you a really good hint, and it'll probably give it away. Former NWA TNA champion. Okay? There. I've said too much. I've said enough. I like the segment. Alicia's talking to Eddie, and then Moose shows up later. By the way, the doctor that shows up, Dr. Robles, they didn't call him that, but that's his name in he's the corporate schmuck that's a part of House of Hardcore. Okay? Is it Matthew? I think it's Matthew Robles. So I call him Dr. Robles. It was funny seeing him in there. I was like, hey, that's the guy from House of Hardcore. Funny that he was there, because I thought he was like an East Coast guy, and he always used him on East Coast dates. I don't know. So, yeah. Be interesting to see what happens with Eddie now that he's like all meted up. I don't know where this is going. I don't know. This is kind of weird. It's fun. I like Eddie Edwards. I don't know. I'd like to think that this isn't going to end in another like Eddie Edwards Boost match, but I have a feeling it will. I don't know. I don't want to overthink it, but we'll see. Kiera Hogan pleading for Allie to come back to the light. She doesn't like Dark Alley. But apparently Dark Alley is going to make a debut next week. That's going to be interesting. Great tag team match. The debut of the Rascals. The Rascals it's been a long time coming. Back in like June or July, they had a match. I believe it was a Twitch show. Yeah, it was a Twitch show. And it was in somewhere in the Midwest, Iowa or something. And it was a whatever wrestling company, Wrestling Revolver, whatever company that Sami Callihan runs. So he brought in a bunch of Ohio guys, including Desmond Xavier and Zachary Wentz. And they had a tag team match against someone. I can't remember who. But man, it was crazy. And I was like, that is a team that has got to be in Impact Wrestling. I have been waiting since June for this to happen. Finally, the Rascals have come back to Impact Wrestling. Oh, that was horrible. But anyways, I'm so excited for this. And they're putting Trey Miguel in as part of the group as well. I mean, he was just ringside, but still, it was cool. Andre says, I think it would make the most sense to have Alicia Edwards cheat on Eddie with Moose. Oh, yeah. You know what? Moose said he was going to go visit Alicia Edwards. This has been like a while coming, I think. Dude, Kimberly joined Bischoff. Oh, man. That goes back like 20 years, dude. Holy crap. That goes back so far it made me choke on my beer. Damn. So Desmond Xavier and Zachary Wentz with Trey Miguel at ringside versus hometown favorite Chris Bay. You can also see him in Ring Warriors. In fact, he was on TV this week. We get Chris Bay twice in 1 week. How cool is that? Congrats, Chris. That is awesome. Getting some TV time. And also partnering up with Matt Seidel's, I think they said brother, Mike Seidel. I don't know if I've ever seen him before. I feel like I have, but I don't remember where. Maybe it was Ring of Honor? Maybe? I'd have to do a little research, but I'm not going to look it up now. Agent is in the chat. What is up? Shady Acres, a place from GTA Vice City. I don't know. I never played that, but that's used a lot. That term is like retirement home or home for the sick or whatever. That's used a lot all over the place. It's a very common name for an institution, if you will. That push shooting star press was nuts. Yes, thank you for reminding me. The finisher, and I haven't seen it in a long time because I haven't seen it in a lot of their matches recently. But Zachary Wentz does this flip, and in the middle of the flip, Desmond shoves him midair, and Zachary lands on the opponent. I remember seeing that for the first time ever at that Impact Twitch show that I was just talking about. And I remember rewinding that like 3 times while I watched it. It was you know how you can clip stuff on Twitch and then share it? I rewound that back like 3 or 4 times. I was like, that is the most insane shit I've ever seen in my life. That is nuts. That's what I mean. The high flying stuff is great. Don't get me wrong. But that finisher, I was like, oh my God. They need to bring that shit to Impact. So thank you, Impact Wrestling, for finally bringing the Rascals to Impact Wrestling. Damn. Whew. Beer. Good outing though from Chris Bay and Mike Sydal. I mean, you know, a majority of it. I mean, a lot of it was showing off the tag team skills. The ref was, I think the kid ref was just having fun watching it. He wasn't really worried about, okay, you got 5 seconds to get out of the ring now. I'm going to count. No, he was just like, you know, just in awe of what was going on. So, you know, it's understandable. He had that same problem a couple weeks ago with Falaba and the guys. Crazy. Johnny Impact had a nice little promo talking about Brian Cage getting ready for his championship match at Homecoming. Oh, I got here. I'm thirsty. My beer's out. No, wait. There's one more swig. And I got my other stuff in the other fridge. I'll finish off my wife's old Pepsi. Ooh, is there any brandy up there? We'll just drink this. I don't need it. It's been sitting for a couple of days. Yummy. So Cross comes up to Impact again, and he's trying like hell to convince him, saying, you're going to need me. And Impact is just, I think he's more freaked out by Killer Cross, and he doesn't understand. He just doesn't understand. Killer Cross just needs to be very plain with him. He's like, you just keep on coming across with all these cryptic things. I don't get it. Just leave me alone. He's upset. He's emotional. Johnny Impact. Good guy, Johnny Impact, getting very emotional. He's got a handful of weeks left. Actually, he's got a whole month to like figure it out. He'll figure it out. Because of, you know, I've talked about this before. If we actually get the Killer Cross Johnny Impact alliance, I'm gonna fall dead on the floor, man. We've seen it in AAA. It's awesome. You know, we should all wait for you. Another You're so kind, Andre. It's not that far away. Should I? See, now you put it in my head. Now I'm like thinking about it. All right, fuck it. I'll be right back. all still here. Oh, maybe I lost one. It's not bad. Not bad. Love you guys. Okay, this is really last call now. We're switching over to ice. Oh yeah. A little stronger. Good stuff. Thirsty. Work hard, get thirsty. So yeah. Something's gotta happen with Johnny Impact and Cross soon. I don't know what it's gonna take to convince him, because because now I'm getting excited for an alliance of Cross and Johnny Impact. Okay. I feel like they're foreshadowing this, and it's going to happen. Johnny's going to give in reluctantly. Or they could do the whole switcheroo, and Cross would turn on Johnny again and align himself with Cage. Which I'd be okay with, because those two would be just a ridiculous tag team. Better than Moose and Cross, in my opinion. In my professional opinion. Wait. My professional opinion. All right, what's left here? Not much. The X Division Ultimate X qualifying matches start next week. I mentioned the one. Ethan Page versus Matt Sydal. Can't wait for that. Oh, okay. Now, let's talk about... Just making sure I'm not missing anything here. What I would have put in the main event. This tag match. Holy shit. Holy shit. Willie Mack and Rich Swann versus Lucha Brothers, Phoenix and Pentagon Jr. Conan is pissed. Because LAX shows up after the match. I don't know what else to say, but just the match was just so much fun. I mean, these guys, you could tell they had a blast just kicking the shit out of each other. Between the in-ring stuff and jumping out of the ring, the tope con hilo, spinning, what the hell? Spinning cross body. Oh my God. Just all sorts of crazy shit they did. I love watching Willie Mack. Now I'm really starting to think about going to that House of Hardcore show. Willie Mack versus Callahan. That's going to be nuts. That's going to be nuts. Oh, I might have to. Just buy a bleacher ticket or something. And then I would review it on here. I have not reviewed House of Hardcore on here for a long time. And yes, Andre, I would put it on your channel. Or I mean, wrestlingwithwrestling.com. Folks, for all your wrestling needs, go to wrestlingwithwrestling.com. I put my MLW stuff on there, along with my, well, hopefully not defunct Lucha Underground stuff. And House of Hardcore, whenever I see something, but he doesn't show much stuff on there lately. Is it me, or does Willie Mack remind everyone of Junkyard Dog with better moves? Yeah, lack of House of Hardcore. I'm sorry. Um, Twitch told Tommy to change the format. So he did. Now he just does live vlogs, which are fun. Listening to Tommy late night is fun. He's as real as it gets. Just listening to a wrestler live talks about his aches and pains and road shit and all sorts of stories. It's a lot of fun. But he doesn't put his live shows up anymore. So I'm sorry. I love Tommy, but I'm not going to review his vlogs. You know, it's upsetting. So yeah, part of me really, I have been trying all week to win. I know I'm not talking about Impact. Just give me a minute. I have been trying all week because I'm friends with David Hero. And I follow the Blizzard Brawl House of Hardcore pages on Facebook. I have been trying all week to win tickets. I have not won tickets. Tried like 3 times when David was giving it. He gave them away during Raw, SmackDown, and tonight while I was at work. Came home, quick checked Facebook. Oh, didn't win. Damn. So I got one more match prediction. Dark Alley and Su Yung versus Kiera Hogan, and might happen. Might happen. I'm assuming you're talking about a returning Rosemary. It might. I don't know. Yeah. In fact, Tommy's actually starting his own like regular podcast. I think being on David LaGreca's Sirius XM radio show. I can't think of what it's called. Damn. He has all the wrestlers on. It's advertised on Twitter like all the flipping time. He's also has a YouTube page. Tommy's on there like he's kind of a regular. I think David LaGreca like switching around depending on who's busy with what. He usually has like Bully Ray on there, Mark Henry, and Tommy Dreamer. And like whoever's like if Bully's touring with Ring of Honor or wrestling or whatever, then Tommy will fill in. They switch back and forth. They rib the shit out of each other. It's hilarious. You work for a wrestling website. All you need to do is call the Blizzard Brawl offices and ask for a press pass instead of trying to win tickets. You know what I had thought about doing, and I'm kicking myself that nice. Go for it, Andre. I had thought about, because I am friends with David Hero on Facebook, I had thought about messaging him and being like, hey, could I interview you and your son for Blizzard Brawl? I wouldn't do it at the show because there's too much shit going on at the show. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that. Too much buzz. Because there's going to be like a couple thousand people there. It's going to be nuts. Yeah, they packed that place. If you saw last year's Blizzard Brawl, you get it. There was good couple thousand people there, probably. It's a great show. But yeah, I was thinking about interviewing him on here. And then I'm like, well, all my nights are taken from work. And I'm like, So it's not going to happen. But Jessica Havoc. I'd love to see Jessica Havoc in Impact again. Although I think she's kind of soured on it. But you'd think with the success of her boyfriend that she'd come. Who knows? Anyways, hell of a loaded show tonight. A lot of fun. Conan, I forgot to talk about it. Conan's pissed at LAX. And he storms off by saying, well, you know what I have to go do now. And they're like, what? So I've got a feeling Conan's actually going to align himself solely with one of the teams, but I don't know who with. This is Conan. I don't know. It's hard to say. Hell of a show, though. Tremendous tag matches, great women's matches, great storylines, crazy, goofy main event. Poor Tommy got a chair wrapped around his head. I hope he's okay for Saturday. He's got a House of Hardcore match, last House of Hardcore match ever with Abyss. It's going to be historic. Last year, what was it? It was Candice Michelle's last in-ring match ever with Victoria or Tara. That was a lot of fun. Are they still together? You talking about Jessica Havoc and Sami Callihan? Yeah. Yeah, they're still together. As far as I know, they are. They just moved back to Ohio within the last year or so. I think. Yeah, they're together. That Ohio group is very tight. And if you don't get it, just keep watching Impact Wrestling. The debut of the three that just came tonight, the Rascals, they're from Ohio. I'm hoping sometime in the near future, we'll probably get it in 2019. Because I don't think Sami Callihan's booked for any part of Homecoming. I'm not worried. I think he's just taking a little break because he's had a ridiculous year, and I don't blame him. So I'm not worried. It's just, they're booking different people for the show. But with the popularity growing of the Rascals, you're going to see them even more. We're probably going to see in 2019 Rascals versus OVE. And that shit should headline a pay-per-view. Damn Skippy Hippie. Holy shit, did I miss something? Is House of Hardcore closing down? No, it's not closing down. It just, if you listen to his vlogs, and I haven't listened to one in a few weeks, it sounds like Tommy's just having trouble booking shows here and there. For example, he books a lot of shows in Philly at the old ECW arena. Perfect example. But he tries to book them time-wise away from other shows because that venue is becoming very popular. Okay? A lot of places are booking that place for wrestling. Ring of Honor goes there. I have no doubt that Impact is going to be there somewhere within the next year. Who else? Oh, he had issues with Progress coming to US and booking shows all over the place. They straight up, this was funny. They straight up told Tommy, we have no interest at all in booking a show at the 2300 Arena in Philly. He called Philly a week later, and Progress had already booked one. Yeah, ain't that some shit? Gee, who's gonna buy Progress soon? Yeah, I get it. You get it? I get it. Don't tell me that's not a little WWE interference there. They're pissed because Tommy didn't give in to them. So every once in a while, they got to throw a little jab at him. Fucking hates it. But he deals with it. It's politics. It's bullshit. Tommy just keeps on trucking. Keeps on trucking. You guys just like lost me in the chat. That green-haired chick is damn sexy. Zoe Sky. Oh, anyways. So all right, we're gonna get out of here because it's like, holy shit, it's like 3:30 here. It's past my bedtime. But I have plenty of beer. Thank you all for staying up late with J-Bone and smash this podcast. Shotzi. Shotzi's awesome. I hope she comes back to Impact soon. I know she was injured for a while, but I heard she's wrestling again. So hopefully if they hit the Midwest or something somewhere, hopefully. So yeah, this road to Homecoming has been a blast so far. I'm loving the rivalries. I'm loving the Andre, they censored you again. What did you say? I wouldn't even tell. They censored you for that? That's hilarious. You crack me up. Love you, Andre. You guys crack me up. All right, getting out of here. Thanks for watching. If you tuned in late, or if you're watching this after the fact, you can catch it up on rantwithant.com. That's where all my Impact Wrestling stuff goes. Well, I had a news bit earlier this week. I didn't throw that up on there. All my reviews I put up. My Impact Wrestling reviews go up on rantwithant.com. By the way, congrats. I was going to start the show with this, and then I forgot because I'm a dumbass. Congrats to Rant with Ant and everyone involved with Rant with Ant, G-Rod and Philium and the new girl, and I'm drawing a blank. Issa, is that her name? You'll have to forgive me. New girl to the crew. They won like 4 awards this past week with the Wrestle Hub had an award show for wrestling podcasts, and Rant with Ant like swept. It was ridiculous. They won like 4 awards, including Podcast of the Year. And it makes me damn proud to be a part of that family. So I just want to give a shout out to Rant with Ant and the whole crew. Congrats. Hopefully Smash This Podcast will be in the running next year. We'll see. This has been a great year for my podcast, though. We've had some great success. We've had like 150 subs this year. We're just past 570 something. So, night, Andre. Love you. So, all right. We're going to get out of here. Congrats to Rant with Ant. And go check out wrestlingwithwrestling.com for some other great wrestling content. And I'm getting out of here. I'm going to finish my beer and I'm going to crash. Love you all. I may review Gold Rush on Saturday. We'll see what my weekend looks like. I'm not sure. It's going to be late. Uh-oh, another late show. Look out. Do I have enough beer? I think I do. Good night, folks. Have a good one.